Man, I need a house wash. Damn shame. I clean everybody else's house, but my house needs it too. Gene of Owner and Operator, and we're going to talk about 4 things that you should never post on social media. All right, guys, so once again, we're going to talk about 4 things that you should never post on social media when it comes to your pressure washing business or just business in general. Number 1 is going to be anything that you're not supposed to be doing that's not covered by your policy. So let's just take pressure washing for sure. If your policy does not cover cleaning above 3 stories like my policy does, I don't record myself above 3 stories. No boom, no nothing. So you definitely want to stay away from posting anything that deals with what you're not supposed to be doing. Once again, 3 stories or higher, our policy does not cover. Now, I don't do anything 3 stories or higher, but I also don't post anything 3 stories or higher. Truck going by. Number 2, you don't want to post what you're not supposed to be doing. If you pressure wash, don't post a video of you breaking down a driveway and laying new concrete. That's not what your policy covers, because remember, you have multiple different types of policy. 1 being workers' comp, and 2 just being general liability. If your policy doesn't cover you doing that, don't do that. If it's pressure washing and painting, that's what it is, pressure washing and painting. Lawn service is not in there, drywall repair is not in there, adding whole new additions not in there. So definitely stay away from all that. You don't want to post that because when it comes time for renewal, they will go back and check. Number 3 is going to be walking on roofs. My policy does not cover walking on roofs, and many people don't actually cover walking on roofs because it's so dangerous. I once walked on a roof and did a video, and it was time to renew my workers' comp. Guess what happened? They literally went through all my YouTube videos, all my social media posts, and saw me walking on the roof, and they were like, nope, we're not gonna recover you. We're not gonna let that happen because you walk on roofs. So I had to take that video down, get somebody else, and not put that video back up ever again. It's actually edited out and everything else, but I don't walk on roofs. Number 1, I'm too big to walk on roofs, but that time I had to because I was the only one working that day. So no walking on roofs, especially if your policy doesn't cover it. And number 4, you do not want to post yourself driving and filming at the exact same time. This whole hand grabbing, this whole I'm driving, guys. Oh my God, I'm at a red light. Number 1, in my state, you can't text and drive. Text and drive doesn't mean, oh, I'm physically texting. Texting means phone in the hand. Same thing with Georgia. So our neighboring state does the exact same thing. Do not want to get caught up, A, by the police, but then B, too, you don't want to get caught up by your insurance company, your car insurance. Because we all know that a lot of people do work using their personal cars, and technically you're not supposed to work with your personal cars. You're supposed to have a work vehicle covered by insurance for working. Personal cars you're not supposed to use. And here's a bonus. Do not post payments or money or checks or anything like that. I never post this. I don't know why anybody would. I see a lot of people say, oh, this is just to show you that it can be done. This is motivation. That's cool and all, but guess what? Everybody's looking. Family, friends, the feds, IRS, government, local, tax people, they're all looking. You don't claim that, you're in trouble, or you can be in trouble. It's a way for them to come back and say, hey, on this day, you posted this much. Now, some of it is in groups, like special Facebook groups or whatever, but I still see people post this on their regular social media pages or their private social media pages. I don't post anything. I don't think it's right. It's not for me. Keep it private. Funds, I don't let anybody know how much I'm making or how much I got this job for. Now, if you do DM me or you do call and personally ask, hey, what was your square footage on that? Square footage price, roof price, all that, we'll share it. But me, put it out there. Remember, anything that is on social media lives forever. It's on the internet forever unless you take it down. And even if you do take it down, it still lives on there. There's servers, there's everything else. So do not post your money and how much you made off a particular job or in jobs in general. It will come back to haunt you eventually. What also comes with that is people being envious. Now, we all know we do have competitors and competition in this market here, but some are quietly looking. Take this for instance. You may get a couple likes, you may get a couple views, but guess what? If you post that as an Instagram story or Facebook story, you can see everybody who actually watched that video. Those people aren't always your friends. They're envious a lot, or some of them just are competition, or you're in this neighborhood, or you got paid this much for that. I'm gonna go drop a couple signs. Competition is healthy, competition is good, but competition is competition. I'm trying to feed my family here. So if I got something good going on, or I find a little gem, I don't mind sharing, but at the end of the day, I got to get me first.